Queen Summer lived in country seasonal utopia. It was a lovely place. She had a husband, Roger. They had 2 children, Sparkle and Melis. Life was peaceful. The days were long and warm. The nights were filled with stars. People in Utopia lived for a very long time. They were never in a hurry. Queen Summer loved her family very much. She loved her country too. She was a kind and gentle ruler. Everyone loved her. They loved her warm smile and her gentle laugh. She always listened to their problems. She helped them. Roger was a kind man. He loved to laugh. He played games with Sparkle and Melis. They loved him very much. He made everyone feel happy. He was the heart of their family. One day Roger died. It was very sudden. He had been healthy. He was with his children. They were playing in the meadow. He suddenly fell to the ground. Sparkle and Melis rushed to him. They were scared. They called for help. The news of Roger's death spread quickly. The whole country was in shock. Everyone loved Roger. They couldn't believe he was gone. Queen Summer was heartbroken. She cried for days. She didn't know what to do without him. The country mourned with their queen. Flags flew at half-mast. The streets were quiet. Everyone stayed inside their homes. They remembered Roger. They told stories about his kindness. They cried for him. Sparkle and Melis were very sad. They missed their father terribly. Sparkle remembered her father's laugh. It made her smile. But she also felt angry. Why did her father have to die? Melis was very young. He didn't understand why his father was not coming back. The funeral was grand. Everyone came to say goodbye. They brought flowers, they brought tears, they brought memories. Queen Summer sat with her children. She felt lost and alone. The days after the funeral were hard. Queen Summer tried to be strong. She had to be strong for her children. They needed her. But inside, she felt like she was breaking. Section 4. A Flicker of Hope. 6 years passed. Life in country seasonal utopia went on. The seasons changed. The sun rose and set. Queen Summer continued to rule. She missed Roger every day, but she knew she had to be strong. She had her children, she had her country. One day, a kind man came to Utopia. His name was Nelson Whitehead. He was a traveler. He had heard many stories about Utopia. He wanted to see it for himself. Nelson was a kind and gentle soul. He had a warm smile and a twinkle in his eye. Nelson met Queen Summer. He was drawn to her kindness and her grace. They spent time together. They talked. They laughed. They found solace in each other's company. Slowly, a friendship blossomed. Section 5. A House Divided. Queen Summer realized she had feelings for Nelson. It had been 6 years since Roger died. She thought it was okay to love again. She told her children about Nelson. Melis was happy for his mother. He liked Nelson. Nelson told him funny stories. He played games with him. Sparkle, however, was not happy. She didn't want her mother to marry Nelson. She wanted her father. She shouted at her mother. She said it wasn't fair. Queen Summer understood Sparkle's anger. She explained to Sparkle that loving Nelson did not mean she loved her father any less. Sparkle was still upset. She couldn't understand. She missed her father. She ran to her room. She cried into her pillow. She wished things could go back to how they were. Section 6. A New Chapter. Queen Summer and Nelson got married. It was a small ceremony. Only close friends and family were there. Sparkle was still upset. She didn't want to be happy. She sat in the back row. She didn't smile. Life went on. Nelson moved into the palace. He was kind to Sparkle and Melis. He tried to make Sparkle laugh. Slowly, Sparkle started to come around. She saw how happy Nelson made her mother. She saw how much Melis liked him. One day, Nelson was reading a story to Melis. Sparkle was listening too. She laughed at a funny part. Nelson smiled at her. He knew that she was starting to accept him. It would take time, but he was patient.